Hello, friends. Casey Durango here of Go Keto with Casey, where I like to talk about how I've lost 97.4 pounds since starting the ketogenic protocol. And I'm doing a little bit of a quick video today because today is an important day in my life. I have been following the ketogenic protocol, that is 20 grams of carbohydrate a day total, not net, or fewer, eating fatty sources of protein, but only eating if I'm hungry, and stopping when I'm satiated. I started that 6 years ago today. Some of you, thank you, Cuckoo. Some of you may know my story. And before photos will bear this out, I was very heavy. I was morbidly obese for 30 years, from my mid-20s to my mid-50s. And I had lost faith that I would be able to lose weight, and had pretty much given up even after trying the things that we've all tried. I even pushed it to training for and participating in several sprint triathlons, which was comical to see a non-athlete like me at my size attempting that. And I enjoyed the process, other than I was hungry all the time and everything hurt. But I made some friends. So I had tried everything. I had gotten to the crossroads, though. I knew I was bound to be diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, and I didn't want that. And I didn't want to take insulin. So I Googled how to not take insulin for type 2 diabetes. 6 years ago today, I did that. Sitting right here, right now, like what I'm doing right now. And I came across the white coat video of Dr. Eric Westman of Duke University. And it changed my life. I will tell you, I won't go into great detail other than to say the protocol: keep your carbs 20 grams or fewer. If it's not on page 4, don't eat it. There's a link that you can get an official copy of page 4 below. Don't eat if you're not hungry. I didn't go out and buy anything. I didn't delve into a lot of research. The message rang true for me that day, for my frame of mind that day. I was pretty low in my head. I have a great life, but I wasn't feeling well physically, mentally, or emotionally, and I hadn't for a while. And I was really heavy. So I thought to myself, well, 0 is fewer than 20. I can do that. So the next time I ate, I just left off the carbs. No big fanfare, no great announcement to friends or family. I just left off the carbs starting that day. The next time I consumed fuel. And then the next day I did the same thing. Day after that, same thing. And I've never looked back. You will hear in the media that you'll hear from the medical community, some people, that it's not sustainable, that it's dangerous. I am not a freak of nature, and I've been sustaining this. I am a normal person. I am you. I am probably so much like you, no matter who you are, that it's astounding. But physiologically, I am like you, and I have no magical, mystical powers to have been able to sustain this. And let me tell you what happened. Everything was bad. All my blood work was borderline bad. Next visit I knew was going to come the onslaught of prescriptions and all this. And the doctors, noted I have a very good doctor. She noted in our, I could see on the online thing, Casey continues to struggle with her weight, which was accurate. Suggest a low-fat diet and more exercise. So when I went back a year later for my checkup, and by that point I had lost about 25 pounds. Oh, that's great. What are you doing? I said, I'm doing the opposite of what you said to do. And to her credit, she didn't take umbrage. She just listened. She said, oh, but I'm worried about your cholesterol. I said, I know you are. It's not your fault. You were taught the wrong thing. I want you to pull a full lipid profile on me. So I went from not great triglycerides and not good HDL, because you want the triglycerides ideally to be equal or lower than the HDL as far as the number goes, to fantastic. My blood sugar, my A1C was 4.6, I believe, whereas I was pre-diabetic before. And my triglycerides now are about 54 and my HDL's 98. My overall cholesterol number was a little bit high, but she said, that's because your HDL's so high. She didn't worry. She said, whatever you're doing, keep it up. And I have sustained this for 6 years. It is absolutely sustainable. And I'm not the longest person to do this by any means. And people have been doing this for decades. So don't be led down a fearful path that eating poultry with the skin is going to kill you. And that, yes, okay, you've lost 50 pounds, but you'll never be able to sustain it. Would a doctor tell someone, a smoker who gives up smoking and whose emphysema symptoms resolve, oh, that's great, I'm really glad you gave up smoking, but you'll never be able to stick with it? Would a doctor, maybe a really rotten doctor would say that. But we would not expect our medical provider to tell us that when we've done something to improve our health and get better, great, but you'll never keep it up. Well, I'm sorry, you're kind of wrong about that. So just a little bit of encouragement on this winter day. 6 years ago today, my life changed for the better. And it only continues to get better because I'm happier, healthier. My brain is back. My self-worth is back. But for better or for worse, sometimes we don't feel like we're worth much when we're overweight. And then you add to it that you don't feel well physically, that things hurt, joints ache, you're foggy. You moving through space is, you knock things over. You just don't feel well. I have no issues. I take no medications. I don't take any supplements other than I do supplement with slow-release magnesium because I am prone to leg cramps at night. And this resolves them. My lovely mate, who is also on this protocol, takes no supplements and no medications. It's a very nutrient-dense way to eat. It won't kill you. It's just food. And you can do this. If I can do this, you can do this. I promise. If you haven't started yet, don't wait. You don't have to do a bunch of research. You don't have to buy any accoutrement. You don't have to buy testing strips if you don't want to. There's no special food. There's no packaged food. Just fatty sources of protein, a bit of non-starchy vegetables, not unlimited, and no minimum requirements. Full fat dairy if you can tolerate it, not unlimited. And then get on with your day. Okay? Good luck. Thank you for listening.